In an exclusive interview on NBC's Meet the Press, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent vehemently dismissed escalating concerns about a looming recession and the stability of Americans' retirement funds. Despite a catastrophic week on Wall Street, Bessent labeled fears as a false narrative, asserting that the Trump administration is laying down long-term economic fundamentals for prosperity. The financial world was rocked when President Donald Trump announced staggering tariffs of up to 54% on major U.S. trading partners. This bold move sent shockwaves through the stock market, culminating in unprecedented losses reminiscent of the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Dow Jones Industrial Average plummeted by 7.5%, the S&P 500 by 9.1%, and the Nasdaq by a jaw-dropping 10% in just 1 week. Addressing the nation, Bessent downplayed the market's violent reaction, stating, "Americans who want to retire right now don't look at the day-to-day fluctuations." He emphasized that the stock market is inherently a long-term investment, suggesting that short-term volatility shouldn't deter long-term financial planning. President Trump, undeterred by the market's turmoil, took to Truth Social to rally support for his tariff strategy. He proclaimed, "We are bringing back jobs and businesses like never before. This is an economic revolution, and we will win. Hang tough." However, the administration's confidence isn't universally shared. Financial titans like J.P. Morgan and Goldman Sachs have raised alarms, increasing the probability of a recession due to the aggressive tariff implementations. Critics argue that these tariffs could lead to inflated consumer prices and job losses, potentially derailing the nation's economic stability. Bessent remains steadfast, drawing parallels to historical economic strategies. He likened the current approach to President Reagan's tactics to combat the Great Inflation, suggesting that, despite present choppiness, holding the course will yield long-term benefits. As the global economy teeters on the edge, with over 50 countries seeking negotiations to mitigate the impact of U.S. tariffs, the world watches anxiously. The administration's gamble hinges on the belief that short-term pain will translate into long-term gain. For more explosive updates on this developing story and other breaking news, smash that subscribe button and stay tuned to our channel. We're your premier source for USA-centric global news, delivering the stories that matter to you.